Welcome to another episode Solitaire Quest. I'm your host, Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Bloodganistan. Like, share, and subscribe. And today I am reviewing One Piece Season 1, Episode 6. As soon as I finish Season 1, I'm going into Season 2 and whatnot. So yeah, let's get into it, folks. So yeah, Zoro got cut by Mihawk. They use a sewing needle to stitch the wound and fish skin to seal the wound, to help seal it. I'm not sure if that's pretty sanitary or whatnot, but you know, it'll have to do. And yeah, we have the Admiral meets up with Mihawk, and Luffy is interesting according to Mihawk. Luffy prepares Zoro's sword. We got a flashback to Sanji's past and a pirate guy who I forget the name of. I think his name was Zeph or something. They get trapped on a rock. They have to eat the food they have slowly. They're there for, I think it was like 70 days and don't die after that time for some reason. So yeah, Sanji opens the bag and it's treasure. And we find out that Zeph, he ate his own leg. He tasted the forbidden white meat. And they both wanted to see the all blue, where all the seas meet, which theoretically would be the peak of that would theoretically be the peak of Reverse Mountain if you think about it. So yeah. They comfort Zoro with the story. We got Fishman show up. And the fish, they show up and they want Nami and the maps. Arlong is the leader and he has the highest bounty in the East Blue. The fish people are stronger. They got Buggy's head, and Luffy got... We find out that Luffy got bugged with an ear. We find out the guns don't work on Arlong. Luffy gets manhandled. Nami agrees to go with Arlong. Luffy gets thrown into the water, and it's his kryptonite. We find out the Admiral vows to capture Luffy. Sanji and the guy argue, which is Zeph. Zoro is still messed up, but then wakes up. Zoro will stand by Luffy's side and Zoro is still injured. They restock and Sanji joins them and they set sail and Zoro is still injured. They use Buggy's bed to try and find who... Buggy's head, not bed, to try and find who Arlong is. And yeah, that's about it for Season 6. Like I said, I don't know if I've said this, but it's like I've watched up for One Piece, the anime, I've watched up to Fishman Island. or yeah, like later on in the series. So yeah, I like this. It's like they're definitely, it's like the budget. It's like it's like they had to scale everything down and whatnot. So you can't get everything right. It would be the budget would be massive if they were to properly adapt One Piece. The budget would be massive. And even if you cleaned up the pacing, you're still cut out all the filler. Yeah. Although, if they do cut out there's one filler arc where it's like where they land inside a marine base. They got to keep that. Like they have to have. I forget. It's like, it would be after Skypiea, but yeah, they have to keep that piece of filler. Chef's kiss, because going from Skypiea right into Foxy, and it's like, oh, that's just my opinion. Anyway, I like this episode, like a lot. If you have any comments on what I should review next, leave a comment, folks. And yeah, I'm your host, the Blood Knight of the Old Republic of Blood Gangsta. Like, share, and subscribe, folks. Peace.